Demons of Duval County. Make sure you guys go and subscribe to Trap Geek. Already subscribe to him, make some dope videos. 15 minutes. Make sure you grab something to eat. Hope you guys are ready. Seatbelts in. Let's kick it. Let's go, man. Let's go straight into it.
This just be my room right here. Them boys shot my house up. I was right there on the bed, me and my little brother Quan. They done shot my house up from right here. This is my mama's shit right here. They shot my mama's house. They shot this part right here. My mama was in the room. They shot that bitch up. My house always got shot up.
Yeah. By the way, for the people watching the stream as well, basically, I've dug deeper into like the YUNGEEN ACE FOOLIO thing, whatever's happened in Florida. Shout out to TRAP GEEK, because I've been banging out some of his videos like last week and this week. I've been banging out some of his videos, so I watched it, and you know what I'm saying, shout him out in it, but
I always spent on my shit. But then we doubling back though, for real. Come here though.
The ATK gang. Investigators say this organization is connected to a string of murders in Jacksonville.
There's many names for ATK. Ace's top killers is one. 9 people, potentially responsible for 15 murders that we know of, and who knows what else.
The day we were shooting scenes for When I See You, Who I Smoke.
Who I Smoke came out of nowhere, went crazy, kind of made it more mainstream to where people who don't even know y'all, they were tapped into it. Did you?
Facts. What Say Cheese was saying is facts. I didn't even know who YUNGEEN ACE FOOLIO was until I reacted to YUNGEEN ACE's Who I Smoke. That got me straight into the Florida scene. I can't even lie to you still. That got me straight into the scene. Like, I didn't even know who he was.
Make them do that?
I don't know. I took it too far when they made a song first. Speaking once.
Yeah, this one, I can't even lie to you. I kind of have to respect Foolio for this one, because basically, like, everyone's talking about how when he made When I See You was on people's grave. Apparently, it wasn't his ops' grave. I don't know, but really and truly, like, let's just make this make sense, right? Once you diss someone's dead ops, like, it doesn't matter. You've crossed the borders already. So now he has the opportunity to do whatever he wants. Like, I don't know why people are saying he went off the radar or he went mad or all that stuff. He didn't. It's just how it is. Once you diss someone's dead off, someone's dead person, this whole disrespected thing is out the window. And I say now you can be disrespectful. I need to stop talking about it.
Once the dead get involved, it's already too far.
Hi, what is up everybody? For the past few months, the most talked about song on social media is the Who I Smoke video from YUNGEEN ACE. It exposed the mainstream to the deadliest rap feud that's been going on for years, and it's happening in Jacksonville, Florida. Rappers from there are on a completely different wave, hiding the clues to revenge killings inside their music videos, taking the beats from classic pop songs, and trying to rap the most demonic shit over it. YUNGEEN ACE and his crew remixed the classic Vanessa Carlton song 1,000 Miles and flipped it, filming at a plush golf course, smoking cigars, all while dancing to lyrics that celebrate the deaths of their rival crew, led by the rapper Foolio out of North Jacksonville. Who I Smoke went viral, hitting 16 million views in 1 month, and getting reactions from all the biggest influencers.
For real, that thing did numbers. Big shout out to YUNGEEN ACE though. Obviously, aside to like all of the dissing stuff, aside to that, like, big ups to YUNGEEN ACE, man. He really did his stuff, man. That got me into the Florida thing. Like, not even a word of a lie. That got me straight into it.
Online.
Who I Smoke. Say it.
No! Hey, Foolio, come get this nigga before he playing with your top.
This is one of the most savage videos I've seen. Just, you know why? They ain't show one gun in the video. But the way they seem to be just nonchalantly enjoying life while clowning the niggas who died?
So Foolio had to retaliate in a darker, more ominous way, remixing a classic Fantasia song, and in the music video, printing out a big poster of 2 of Ace's friends and his blood brother who died by Ace's side in a drive-by shooting outside a Japanese steakhouse.
Yeah, this story, that I don't know how the man them can vouch for me. You man put it down in the comments, like, how messed up is this story though? But think about it, like, be in YUNGEEN ACE's perspective, right? You're in the car with three of your friends. They get shot. And that's crazy to me. Like, I could never imagine me and my other 3 best friends in the car getting shot up. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, how do you guys feel about that? Cause I need you man to talk. Bro, like, and the fact that is he keeps going. and he just looks like he's so motivated, which is what I love. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, man. That is crazy.
Ace was the only one in the car who survived. Since then, both Foolio's crew and Youngeen Ace's crew released this song after this song towards each other, leaving hidden messages in the music videos.
Got kidnapped, they found his bones, he was right.
Where is Corbin Johnson? The 18-year-old's parents say they dropped him off last week at a job interview, and they never saw him again.
Left his house Wednesday night. Here's a picture of him behind us. And there's little in the way of clues as to where he might be.
Corbin ass was lost until they found him in that bag.
Corbin Johnson was last seen alive in July of last year. Then last Friday, a man discovered the victim's skeletal remains.
But what makes this situation real cold is some of the folks beefing are literal cousins. Blood relatives caught up on opposite ends of the feud.
Now, that is your cousin. Nigga, fuck your cousin, nigga. That's your real cousin? That nigga cousin. I don't give a fuck about that nigga cousin.
Now, we're getting into all this, but first I got my guy Millies with Jim Jones for the song of the day today. This is Heightened Senses. Let's go.
Trying to turn a pandemic to a pandemic. Still racked up when the government can't.
You man, go run up this song as well. I don't know who he is, but go run up the song for him. Obviously, Trap Geek is vouching for him. I'm vouching for him as well. Go run this one up. Link is in his description. You get me? Cool. You had enough.
And this story, we gotta go to the biggest city in the country in terms of land size.
Enlisted is the free brand new online World War II shooter. Command a squad of soldiers and participate in legendary battle.
Let's go. My thing is
that's not in Alaska, and that's Jacksonville, Florida. Florida's always had a huge presence in rap music, especially in the last 2 decades. But its biggest city, Jacksonville, never really got any mainstream success until now. And that's all because of these viral diss records between 2 crews. Youngeen Ace is the face of ATK Gang, and that's all because of these viral diss records between 2 crews. Youngeen Ace is the face of ATK Gang, which mostly occupies the west side of Jacksonville. His rival Foolio is the face of KTA, alias Kill Them All, which is an alliance between 2 groups. Foolio's gang from the north, and Young and Reckless, a crew from the south side. What's worse about this beef is the amount of mutual friends both camps had at one point in time. Ace and Foolio were never exactly close, but they did have mutual friends such as Queso, who right now is locked up with his own father, charged for 2 murders, including the killing of Foolio's blood brother, Bibby. After Bibby's murder, Queso would notoriously walk around wearing Bibby jerseys, taking photos like it was a trophy. He even released an album in 2019, putting images of his dead ops as the...
I saw this picture. This one was crazy. I think it made like I think it made like front page headlines on like the Jacksonville like news or something like that. That was crazy. That was poof. Oh my days.
Trophy. He even released an album in 2019, putting images of his dead ops as the cover, like a Mount Rushmore of fallen rivals. Jacksonville
Fully made a Who I Smoke. Yeah, I've seen that still. That's in my watch later playlist. We're probably gonna react to that tonight. But like I said, we're gonna react to LV Slim right after this one.
Police, or JSO, are notorious for not cracking cases. In fact, 70% of murders in the city go unsolved. So folks online came up with the catchphrase, JSO loves Queso, for the simple fact that he telegraphs what he's doing on social media.
You see a hop like this? Come here, boy! Come here, boy!
All of Queso's songs have millions of views on YouTube, and he was actually very close with King Von. The two had music together. Queso even appeared in that infamous video where Quando Rondo and Von were joking around with each other back when they were on good terms.
Dirty ass
Queso was there as well. But back in Jacksonville, Queso had a well-known reputation for demonic antics. He famously tried to organize a team deathmatch in real life with his own cousins, who repped the rival gang, KTA.
What's up? Where you at? Come on, I do a team deathmatch. Right now? Y'all 2 versus us 2. Look at my cousins. We look alike.
My cousin don't want to talk. He trying to act all.
He trying to act all hard.
Oh, gangsters.
They got the black hoodies on.
One of the cousins on that live was named Lil 9. A month after that back and forth, Lil 9 was leaving a gas station when his car was ambushed, shot 12 times from a rifle inside another car, sending him crashing into a rent-a-wheel tire.
This story, oh my gosh. Like, alongside all the murders that's happened, RIP to every single person that's died. But this murder, I think, was probably one that kind of was just stupid. The way cool. So he got shot because I know that he was driving through to like a petrol station, if I'm right, or something like that, or like a rental. He got gunned down. His friend crashed. I think he crashed into the rental, and his friends took out his phone and started literally videoing the whole thing. Videoed the guy's body, his dead body. I'm like, why would you be doing that though? If you're a G, like if you're his friend, you should be calling up the ambulance, calling up the like, what's going on? Like, it doesn't make you a gangster. It really doesn't. You see it? It doesn't make you a gangster. This one is the most messed up ones ever. Like, along with the triple shooting, like, oh man.
Shot 12 times from a rifle inside another car, sending him crashing into a rent-a-wheel tire shop, where Lil 9 was pronounced dead at the scene. While folks at the tire store were trying to revive him, Lil 9's friend who was in the crash with him was frantically walking around filming inside the store.
See this?
Fuck niggas played.
What are you doing?
Played. Fuck niggas played. You fuck niggas played, man.
Of course, Queso responded with a video of his own, laughing.
Get out! Get out!
Then Queso's blood brother, also Lil 9's cousin, would recreate Lil 9's death video from the tire shop.
Y'all fuck niggas played. Y'all niggas played. Y'all niggas played.
60 days later, Queso dropped a music video, and in it, we see him putting a photo of his own deceased cousin, Lil 9, in the microwave. The crazy part is, everybody that's beefing, at one point in time, was cool.
Hey, Dante, they really are, man. They really are. Florida's a different breed. Trust me.
See, the crazy part is, everybody that's beefing, at one point in time, was cool. Queso met YUNGEEN Ace in the 9th grade. They've been friends ever since, but the rival Foolio...
Yeah, this is what's so messed up. They're all friends. They were all friends at one stage. Where did it go wrong? It's the same thing here. They were all friends, and then it went wrong. It all went wrong. Now you see blood on the streets. That's crazy, man. Hey, they all chose their sides, innit?
Foolio likes to remind Queso that back in 2015, he was hanging with them, and even had the nickname 6 Block Queso for his affiliation with Foolio's gang, 6 Block. Even YUNGEEN Ace admits he was a fan of Foolio's music before their beef really escalated, but a series of unfortunate events would draw lines in the sand. Neutrals had to pick sides quick.
300 for that and 2,000 for this, way too expensive. But today I'm going to show you guys how to get all this stuff for a lot cheaper. Okay, so first, go to one...
Can't lie, it's what it is.
Sides quickly. At a block party in South Jacksonville, it's in YNR territory, Young and Reckless. A crew led by YNR Mookie and his lieutenant, Slugga T. Ace and his gang show up to the party and get into an argument with YNR's leader, Mookie. Shots were fired and a bullet grazed Mookie's skin, with his lieutenant Slugga T shooting back. But Ace and his crew managed to escape the party, leaving Young and Reckless and Ace's crew on bad terms. On top of that, YNR's leader Mookie was already friends with Foolio's cousin.
Wait, if I'm right, this guy, he made a diss track on Queso. Queso says something about him, blah, blah, he made a diss track or something. I don't know exactly, but I know he made a diss track, which is crazy, but...
Terms. On top of that, YNR's leader Mookie was already friends with Foolio's cousin. This made it easy for YNR and Foolio's gang to click up, creating an alliance under the name KTA, or Kill Them All, with one enemy in common, YUNGEEN Ace and ATK. The trends in Jacksonville at the time were not good. It was marking an increase in the murder rate year on year. In 2017, Ace would drop the song Go to War. This was an open invitation to anyone opposing ATK to retaliate. Not long after, Ace's home was shot up, but the tipping point was soon to come. A few months later, one of Ace's friends was out on a mission, looking to avenge a robbery that had happened to him. He knew exactly where the robber was, on the west side of Jacksonville at Foolio's cousin's house. So he snuck into the house, throwing a brick through the sliding door. And
oh my gosh, he threw a brick through a sliding door. I think, didn't he shoot up like, was it Foolio's cousin as well? His cousin and the other people in there. Yeah, that's what I've heard about
at Foolio's cousin's house. So he snuck into the house, throwing a brick through the sliding door, entering from the back where he began shooting. No mask, no glove.
Post this life after, bro. Yeah, bruv, I'm gonna download this whole live thing and then edit it and then probably put it out by tomorrow morning, because I know it's gonna be a very long live. It's gonna be all in different parts, but yeah. Yeah, Dante, yeah, I'm right, innit? I'm pretty sure I'm right, because if I'm right, he shot Foolio's cousin and the other two people. I think it was like I think it was a boy and girl in there. They were younger brothers or something like that. Yeah, that's crazy, man.
He couldn't get who Seville at Foolio's cousin's house, so he snuck into the house, throwing a brick through the sliding door, entering from the back where he began shooting. No mask, no gloves. He couldn't get who robbed him, and instead he ended up killing Foolio's cousin, Zion, and wounding a 9-year-old girl. If this was
a girl, yes, he just said it. Yeah, a 9-year-old girl. But I swear there was another person, 9-year-old girl and a boy, if I'm right. Or is it 2 girls? I don't know. Let me know.
The start of a war, Zion's death was the catalyst. Not long after, Zion's sister was shot 14 times in an attempt to prevent her from going to trial and testifying. She miraculously survived, and Youngeen Ace's friend who did the shooting was...
Wait, was you see the same girl that made that song for her cousin, for Zion? She was the same girl that made that song. And if I'm right, Youngeen Ace's man tried to silence her by shooting her up. She survived. I think she went on live news and said it on live. Yo, that is brave. Even I would never do that. I would be scared for my life. In fact, I'll be moving out of that area. That is crazy, man.
Trial and testifying. She miraculously survived, and Youngeen Ace's friend who did the shooting was sentenced to life. But things were just getting started. Foolio's cousin being the first death in the beef meant KTA were looking to get revenge swiftly. They needed to make an example. Ace's music was starting to pick up steam. His new song, F That, was getting millions of views on WorldStar in mere days. Fans were already comparing him to Youngboy. Then a week later...
He is a Florida Youngboy though. Like, let's be real. Youngeen Ace is basically a Florida Youngboy. Like, fully, bro. Fully. Like, the way even he acts, the way he talks, like the way he acts, his attitude as well. Like, he's exactly like Youngboy. Exactly.
In mere days, fans were already comparing him to Youngboy. Then a week later, this happened.
4 young men were in this car when they were shot. The vehicle pulled up to their Chevy sedan, opened fire, then took off. And one is in critical condition at the hospital.
Keontae Bullard, the only survivor of the quadruple shooting.
It's a Tuesday in June.
Yeah. That's what I can say about this one. Yeah. This thing is
Keontae Bullard, the only survivor of the quadruple shooting.
It's a Tuesday in June of 2018. Ace, his brother, and 2 friends were going to Wasabi, a Japanese steakhouse, for Ace's friend's 18th birthday. Everyone was in good spirits, taking photos. It was a celebration. But little did they know, the whole time, they were under surveillance. Rivals had found out their location because of Ace's Instagram story, taking photos outside the steakhouse. Ace even recorded his friends eating inside the restaurant and posted that too. So their enemies waited outside, watching them eat, then followed them leaving the restaurant, driving along the highway. When they got to a red light, the shooters opened fire on the passenger side of Ace's car, killing his 2 best friends and his brother, leaving Ace in critical condition. It was a quadruple shooting, and Foolio got the news before anyone else did, except he thought Ace was dead.
Boy lost the Fortnite match. Took on a cold summer alert, man. 2-3 pack, man.
Brave, boy.
Of course, Ace survived, but he lost everything. His brother and his 2 best friends. The attention, however, was helping grow his career. NBA Youngboy would FaceTime him to record a song, and it also motivated Ace to make his biggest record ever, called Pain, which went viral and as we speak has 50 million views on YouTube. But the blood spilling was not over. Every time Ace would drop a song, his rival YNR Mookie would use the same song titles to make a diss track. The Jacksonville police even created a whole new department called the Violence Reduction Strategy Team, whose whole job was to basically comb through music videos from both camps, looking for clues. The assistant chief even said in an interview, "I don't think the primary goal is to entertain, but they are making real rap music." And at the top of the next year, in February 2019, Foolio's little brother Bibby was the next target for assassination. Bibby was just 16 at the time, and he was coming home from school one day in his own neighborhood on the north side of...
Do you know what's crazy? Do you know what's crazy, yeah? Like, I can't even talk about it. Do you know what's crazy? He's 16. Nigga, I got friends that are 16. That's crazy, man. That is crazy. At that young age, bro. Like, you haven't even done nothing in your life, bro. You're like, you literally, like, now it's like the time for you to go and explore, do some stuff. You get me? Like, you'll be able to go out more and do all of this stuff. You get shot and die, boy. That's crazy to me, man. That's crazy.
Foolio's little brother Bibby was the next target for assassination. Bibby,
yeah, took his murder was it's another story. It's another story, but they need to really stop killing youngers, like basically children who are under the age of 18. What's going on? Grown men looking for 16, 15-year-olds. Are you okay in the head, my brother? That guy could be your son. He could be your cousin.
He was just 16 at the time, and he was coming home from school one day in his own neighborhood on the north side of Jacksonville at the Hilltop Apartments. He was sitting on a gazebo in the courtyard of his complex with a friend. The two were looking at their phones when all of a sudden, pounding gunfire erupted. Bibby and his friend dropped the phone and jumped. Both started running in different directions, frantically looking for cover. A total of 60 rounds was shot in under 15 seconds. Bibby was killed instantly. A year later, when the court documents were unsealed, the police named Queso as the gunman responsible for Bibby's murder, saying that they drove for hours, circling the complex, parking, waiting, until finally springing out and unleashing Draco rounds in Bibby's direction. Then Queso allegedly walked up to Bibby, who was on the ground, shielding himself from the gunfire, and executed him at close range, before fleeing the apartment complex in a gray Nissan.
Do you know what that is? That's like some movie. That's like some movie stuff, man. Like, that's crazy. Like, do you know how how the person, like, do you know how like someone, they get shot up or something like that, or something like that, I don't know what happens, and they're crawling on the floor in there, and then just like looking at the person just walks up to them, like, bah, bah, bah. That's a movie, and it's happening in real life. That's mad.
And executed him at close range, before fleeing the apartment complex in a gray Nissan. The court documents also mentioned Queso's affinity for wearing Bibby jerseys, and posting it to his IG page in celebration. Queso's bond is currently set at $4 million. For Foolio, losing his brother and his cousin in a short period of time was devastating. But 2019 was also the year his music was going to the next level. 1 million views, back to back to back, consistently. And he was doing it all independent. Foolio was a big deal in Florida, but not quite big enough to be touring the country on his own. Unlike his rival YUNGEEN ACE, who was booking shows in multiple states. Just a month after Foolio's brother died, Ace was performing at a nightclub in Waycross, Georgia. Him and his crew went back to the hotel to relax by the pool when they were suddenly ambushed. An SUV pulled up and a group of guys hopped out shooting. Queso was there and didn't hesitate for 1 second to shoot back. One of Queso's boys, Rallo, died at the pool in that shootout. Only Ace's side got arrested for shooting back. The other gunmen were never found by police. Queso would say the quiet part out loud in his song Been Dead, where the lyrics go, "Shoulda killed me in Waycross, they hopped out with the K's. Me and Scotty bustin' back, we were on the same page." That's the same music video where he puts his cousin Lil 9 in the microwave. A month after drop.
That's your cousin. Bro, chat, like, please, like, deep it. Could you imagine being in Queso's shoes, right? You got your cousin. That's your family right there. And then you're here making jokes about your cousin being dead. And that's messed up. Like, these mans ain't got no morals, man. That is crazy still. Like, obviously here, yes, in the UK, we do a mad thing. There's been a madness going on recently. We need to relax for a second. But just think about it.
That's the same music video where he puts his cousin Lil 9 in the microwave. A month after dropping this song, Queso was arrested for a whole different murder alongside his father, who was charged with accessory after the fact. Allegedly, they were getting revenge on a rival rapper named KTA Lil Buck, who dissed Queso's older brother that died in a van full of Queso's relatives when two...
Exactly. Dante, that's your own blood. That's your own blood. You doing that? These man ain't got no morals. That's why I told you Florida is US as a whole is different. I don't care if any UK man them come in here and say yes, UK man them is different. Brother, the US is a different breed. Man them here think that when they go there they can stab people, this, that. Remember them man there got guns. Here we don't. You rarely do.
Cars rolled up, blocking them off, and put 100 bullets inside the car. Lil Buck was Foolio's close friend and a high-priced target that ATK got the drop on, allegedly rolling up at 11 in the morning while he was applying for a job to assassinate him. Queso posted to his Insta story right after, saying, "I kill a dude, then get my toes done."
Receiving a pedicure with the caption, "Kill a N-word, then go get my toes done."
This wasn't the first hit done outside a job site. Another rapper, Jump Out, who beefed with YUNGEEN ACE and ATK, was killed while waiting in line to apply for a job at an Amazon warehouse, leading to the infamous line on Who I Smoke, where they say, found out where he was working and clocked him out. The war had escalated to a point where, no matter where they were, no matter who it was, one side was shooting at the other and the other would shoot back. We can count a dozen of Foolio's friends who are locked up, and YNR Mookie and Slugga T are behind bars too. Even Foolio's girlfriend got shot in the head.
Y'all thought I was dead. Y'all ain't underscored this yet, boy.
And to this day, YUNGEEN ACE still has a bullet casing in his butt from the quadruple shooting outside.
Yo, that is crazy. I thought he got I obviously no disrespect. I thought he got all the bullets out. No disrespect, but that is crazy. My man is still powering through it. You know what? Large up to YUNGEEN ACE, man. Large up to YUNGEEN ACE. Let me see what the chats are saying. Loyalty is what makes a person family. Loyalty is what makes a person family. Blood is just related. He was loyal to the upside, so that's his enemy. Yeah, but that's still cuzzy though. That is still cuzzy though. That is still cuzzy. That's still blood. That is still your blood. YUNGEEN ACE up boys will do that soon. Y'all understand? Y'all need to understand the streets for real. Do you know what it is? It's like, I think out here, because of the mainstream thing, because of mainstream, especially like these guys, like they put other things like, oh yeah, it's a whole movie and that. So us here, we're thinking, oh yeah, them man got guns, yeah, these man can't do nothing, like us man on badness. But two sides are like, you have to understand two sides that yes, here, there's a lot of stuff happening. There's a lot of stuff happening. You man, I guarantee you man, like US man then, right? Like let me be real, guarantee you man, what you're thinking is that all we have is knives. There are some people with guns. Like this does happen, you know what I'm saying? But also we need to understand that our reality is way different to the US. Like you man, 24/7, you live under stress, you live under all of that stuff. Us man here, like, you don't get people booting down your door trying to kill you. That's what the US are. You man are madness, you get what I'm saying? So you man, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. YUNGEEN ACE up boys, yeah, Dante, I'll do that. Remember I got some stuff. It's one of his best tracks. What, this one? Yeah, what? Oh, up boys. Yeah, we'll do that later for sure. Yeah, for sure. That's still your mother, sister, son, or brother. Exactly. Speak to them. Yo, Jags might be still working. We had to. Alright, guys, keep it up. Love my bro. Hey, shout out to Jags in the chat.
I thought I was dead. Y'all ain't underscored this yet, boy.
And to this day, YUNGEEN ACE still has a bullet casing in his butt from the quadruple shooting outside the Wasabi Steakhouse. That's it for this video.
Yeah, Bonzo will be doing that. So.
Let me know what you want me to cover in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one.
Yeah, man, that is YUNGEEN ACE Foolio, the Demons of Duval County. Yeah, that one was crazy still. That one was crazy, but yeah, thank you guys for watching. I believe LeeRosee with the audience. Peace and love. Back reaction video, man. Out.